I am going to be doing a video for you today that I've done in the past. My favorite items that I've thrifted in 2021. I try to have it about the same number as the year, so it would be about 21 items, but you're getting a bonus item because we're going into 2022, and a couple of my items are actually categories instead of just items, so you're going to be getting more like 30 items or something like that. If you're new here, my name is Kim. I'm from Style A Go Go, and my channel is all about sustainability, vintage items, thrift flipping, thrifting, just anything involving fashion and just all around creativity, home thrift flips and home decor, things like that. So it's a little bit of everything that's involving style. If you like that kind of thing, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. The items are all behind me. Yes, they are hanging, maybe you can't see that in the video, but they are hanging on a pull-up bar that my boyfriend uses basically daily, so we just kind of leave it up and it works well as a hanging rack. The first item is, this is a more recent find, and I wanted to get on the whole puffer and puffer vest. I guess I could call it a trend, but to me, living in Minnesota, it's just a staple actually. But I don't have any vests and I really wanted one, and I found this really cool hot pink one. It has like orange lining too, and it is by J. Crew. It's in perfect condition. It doesn't look like it's even been worn really. There's nothing wrong with it. Super cute. I thought it'd be really fun to throw under like a wool coat and just have that pop of color. So I was excited to find that one. This next piece I found, I have been looking for this for probably 3 years. I went in there to replace my winter coat, and I found one that was really nice. And I'm thinking to myself in my head, this will be the time that I find it, when I'm already spending 30 bucks on this other coat. And I found it. So I ended up having to buy this too, because I've been looking for this for so long. And it fits perfect, like it's the exact way you want it to be. It's, you know, it's a little bit baggy, a little bit roomy, so you can layer things underneath. I didn't want to spend that much that day, but I kind of had to do it because this was something I've been looking for. It was like the holy grail, you know? And I knew that if I didn't get it today, I'd spend another 3 years looking. This next item is actually a set. I think it was Halloween. The best time to like thrift. I found this. It's an emerald green velvet suit. So it's a blazer, and then there's also pants. So I can wear these together. I can wear them separate with other things. I was super excited. Green is my favorite color. And then I would say maybe purple fuchsia is like my second favorite color, but I was so excited. This next piece I found, also Halloween. I've always really liked 50s style. When I was younger, I was really into the 1950s and the style, the poodle skirts and all that stuff. But now with collegiate kind of style coming back, I was super excited to find this because there was a lot of that on the runway. So it's a Letterman sweater. I would say it's got to be at least 50s or 60s. And it has the bigger letters here, L and S, and then it has a number 13 on the sleeve. You can tell by the tag that it's vintage. I just think it's super cute. This piece, I couldn't believe when I found this piece. So I was trying things on, and I'm standing there in front of the mirror, and there was like a go back rack right next to me, and I hadn't even looked at it yet. I don't know why it didn't even dawn on me what was hanging next to me. And then I decided, okay, when I was done trying things on, let me just glance in here because everybody says you should always check it. And I found this. I mean, this is like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's a vintage like leather, mustard colored, double-breasted jacket, and it looks to me like if I was to date it, I would say early 70s, late 60s. Very Jimi Hendrix in London, blah blah blah. I don't know, but I was very excited to find it. It's so beautiful. I love the buttons, and they're all there, which is incredible for it being vintage. And the cool thing is, I looked up the brand because I saw that it said Minneapolis underneath. So it says Wender's Minneapolis, and I looked it up, and that was like a department store like way back in the day. I think in the 70s, I think. And then it closed down. I don't remember anything about this department store, but I thought it was cool to have this little piece of Minneapolis fashion history. So these next two pieces are together as like I'm going to show you together, but I'm counting this as one item because they're basically the same thing, but they're just slightly different. But I love them both because they're different. I found one in Chicago. I think this first one I found in Chicago. And it's this little cream colored sweater knit cape. And it has the slits for your arms. The other one is more of a crochet type of knit where it's more looser. And it doesn't have the slits for the arms. And it has a button closure. Anyway, they're different, but similar. I'm keeping them both for now. I might put one in the shop, but for now I just want to play with them a little bit first. So this next item, I think it's really cool and it's very vintage. It's kind of a 50s style. It is this cropped cardigan that's kind of made out of like it's not boucle. It is like a ribbon almost wound around in an embroidered way to make a design all over it. So it's wool and then it has like a fur collar. It's super cute on. I like the sides because they have kind of a scalloped hem. And I think that's really cool. Just really cute. And you can tell by the tag in it that it's super vintage. And I really love it. The next item is kind of funny. This is something that I saw on Anthropologie a couple years ago, and I wanted it, but I couldn't justify the price of it, and so I never got it because it's wild, it's bright, lots of colors, and I'm like, how often will I wear it? If I spend full price, it was over $100, maybe like $128 or something. That's usually their price point. And then I was shopping one day at Goodwill and I found it. And it's this blouse right here. I don't know if you go on Anthropologie if you remember seeing this one, but I loved it. I thought it was so cool. I love the colors. Obviously, it's that fuchsia-y purple color that I said was my second favorite color. It's perfect condition. I couldn't believe it. And they only had it marked at like $4.99, which usually when they have brands like that, they mark it up. It doesn't necessarily say Anthropologie. It's a brand called Black, and so because of that they didn't know. I just think I'm going to get a lot of use out of it even though it's bright. This next item is from Chicago. Got it thrifting when I was with my daughter, and I just love it. It's not my color necessarily. I can't really wear yellow, but I can make it work, I think, if I wear something like I'm wearing right now, like a black and white turtleneck or a black turtleneck, because it takes away from the glare of the yellow against my skin. It's this 1970s knit blazer, and I just thought it was so cool. I love the big collars, or lapels I guess it would be, on it, and I just think it's really fun. It has really cool buttons. They're like gold and yellow together, like double circles. I was excited to find it. It's not necessarily something I would normally gravitate towards, but I think that I can get a lot of wear out of it. It's easy to wear, it's fitted, but it's knit, so it's very stretchy, and I just think it's really cool. And the brand is Butte Knit. B-U-T-T-E knit. Anyway, I love it, so I was excited to find that. This jacket is similar to a couple other ones that I have, but totally different color scheme. I'm really obsessed with Tapestry jackets. I love them. I love the floral ones, the paisley ones, and then I found this one, and I think it's just really cool. It's this teal and black Tapestry jacket. Has patch pockets, and it's just such a vibrant tapestry print. I think it's just really fun. The other ones I have are a little more subtle because there are a lot of dark colors, but I love how the teal stands out against the black on this one. And every time I wear one of these jackets, I get tons of people that stop me and compliment me. I have even a couple in my shop, a tan floral one and then a black floral one that's almost identical to the one that I own myself. And I just love them. I think they're just so easy to wear. If you see these, I would pick them up. I think they're just really fun to throw on top of an outfit. You can wear multiple things underneath, lots of different options and combos of things you can wear with it. Tank tops, a little vest as a top underneath would be really cute. Turtleneck, I don't know, there's just, it's endless. So the next item, this is a category again, and it's all about sequins. So I really loved sequined items. They're not easy to wear necessarily, but if you have an occasion and you just want something that sparkles, like, it's really fun to have like a sequined piece in your wardrobe. Again, Halloween shopping, if you want anything sequined, that's the time to go because they put out tons of sequined items on Halloween. So the first item is this really beautiful blouse. It's like a short sleeve blouse, and it kind of cuts in and goes out. It's very 80s. It's pointed down at the bottom, and it probably had a skirt with it at one point. That's my guess, because that's kind of the 80s style, is to have like a long skirt with something like this, but it was by itself. And I mean, the fuchsia and the purple and the green, like, oh my gosh, the floral, the flowers are so detailed. And I could see wearing this with like a turtleneck, or even like a very blousy, what I imagine is like a blousy sheer black top underneath, maybe even one with a bow at the neck. And so then the black sleeves are billowing out under it. That's what I think would be really cute with it. And then just some black, like even leather, like leather pants or leggings. Oh my gosh, it'd be super cute. So I had to get it. I love it so much. I think it's beautiful. So I was really excited to find that. I think it's gorgeous. The second one, oh my gosh, I have never seen sequined leopard. And I found this little bolero jacket that's sequined leopard. I mean, it's so cool. It's like something Liberace would wear, or Elton John. It could be very rock and roll. It could be very glamour. You could dress it down with jeans and a t-shirt, graphic tee, like a band tee would be really cool underneath this. This one is by Lawrence, I think it's Kozer. Don't know if that's focusing or not. I think this is so pretty, and I'm super excited to wear this all the time. Oh my gosh. This won't be worn very often, but it is so show-stopping. I couldn't pass it up. It's this 80s dress. I know it looks probably like a skating costume or something. I don't know, ice skating costume. But look at the sleeves. And then it has these little beads in the front and a sheer part, and then the black has beading on it. And then the back is open, and then it has this pink around the bottom. Oh my gosh, I just think it's so cool. And then this shuts, this comes like these little wings shut right here. I saw it and I'm like, okay, I'm getting that. And I couldn't try it on, so I was just gonna get it regardless. And then I tried it on when I got home and it fit me perfectly. So this I will have to find a place for. I mean, it would have been great for New Year's, which New Year's Eve is today for me. It's past for you, but we're not going anywhere. So if we were, I might even be tempted to put this on, but maybe next year. I don't see a brand on this one. I think they cut it out, but it's gorgeous, and I'm super excited to add it to my collection. This next piece is one of those things where you see it and you're like, I don't know what, I've never seen anything like this before, but I need it because it's so fun. And I could see this being an actual purposeful item. It is this cute little capelet that sits on your shoulders. It looks very runway to me. It's so cool. And it has a hood, and it's basically made out of raincoat material. You can hear that it's kind of loud. And it's double breasted, but it doesn't have buttons on the outside. It's just double snapped. It is by the brand Shocking. I think that this would be really good on a spring night when it's not super cold and you are going out and you have something dressy on and it's raining and you don't want to mess your hair up and you don't want to mess up your dress, so you just put this on your shoulders. It just kind of covers your hair and saves your hair from the rain, which I was like, this is so perfect. I don't know why no one's ever made this. Like, other brands don't make this because it's such a cool invention. So the next item is a fur. It is an actual mink fur, and I usually don't pick them up. I think I have one other like capelet, but I picked this one up because of the rich, beautiful brown color. It's super soft. I didn't know until I got it home that it does have an opening rip in it, right here in the back shoulder where the fur has come apart. So I will need to do some research on how to hand stitch that and make sure I do it nicely, but I think it's beautiful. I would never pay full price for this. I would never buy it new, ever. But, it was at a thrift store, and it was only like $29, I think. I will wear it, and I will honor the animal that gave their life for this. That's my take on fur. I don't know how other people feel. Feel free to chime in below what your feelings are, because I'm curious. Like, I know there's a lot of people that say that's kind of how they feel too. If it's used, it's okay, but it still makes it sad. It's sad, but it's so beautiful too at the same time. So I will wear it for sure, and I'm glad it's not going to a landfill. The last of my hanging is another category, and I'm sure you all are hip to this by now because everybody's doing it, but it is men's button downs. They're so great. They're so great for just throwing over a t-shirt, tank top, whatever, as a jacket or like an overshirt. They're fun to wear with like shorts or as a dress if you can get one long enough. So I have 5 here that I've gotten more recently, and they're all different color. So I have a navy blue one. This one is a little more fitted, and what I love about this one is that it's 70s vintage and it has huge collar, huge pointy disco collar, which I love. And it has really, really long cuffs. Does need cufflinks. I find them all the time at the thrift store, so I'll just try to find some more cufflinks that kind of coordinate, and so I can wear this. But sometimes I like just leaving it open too and having the cuffs kind of flare. So I'll probably wear it like that more often. And then the other ones are just basic, regular button downs. So I have this really pretty green color one. Love that one. I have my favorite color, fuchsia, so I was super excited to find that one. This color is a little harder to find. I have a mocha brown one. This one's a little bit bigger. I could kind of wear this one as a dress, but I probably would put like bike shorts or something underneath. But yeah, that one's really fun. And then I just have a basic black one because I have more of a fitted black like paisley one, but I wanted one that was just plain solid black. This one's Calvin Klein, and so I was excited to find that. Another category I wanted to show is men's ties. I have 3 that I've thrifted recently, and I love them because they're kind of that, is it foulard? Is that the design where it's kind of repeats like that? Anyway, they're kind of all in that same style. I have this one that's like a tan brown with little tiny blue flecks in there. I have this one, which is a little more wild, and I thought was really cool with the green and the rust color going through and the blue. And then I've got this one that's really wild, which gives me very Gucci vibes. I love it so much. My favorite style, I think, is just when people put it around their neck underneath like a jacket or something. But I do like tying them too sometimes, so those will be fun to play with. I've got some shoes. Okay, so the first pair is not going to be a surprise. I already have a black pair of cowboy boots, but then I found these during Halloween. These are gorgeous. They're like a brown alligator almost texture, and then black. And I like the top is scalloped too. I think that's really cool. So those I was super excited to find. Next pair. These were really fun, and I was kind of shocked I found them. They are by the brand Kenzie, which isn't an old brand or anything, but it's these cute little pony hair loafers with the horse bits on them. and I just think they're super cute. They're very fitted and they're very flat, but I really like the horsebit style, and it's very, you know, Gucci vibes. Don't have anything like that. I tried to stay away from it just because it seemed like all of those things were so expensive. But then when I found these, and they were really, really reasonable at the thrift store, I think I paid 10 bucks for them, I snagged them up. My last pair of shoes are wild, but I was super excited to find these. Actually, my daughter spotted them, and then I was like, oh my gosh, those are so cool. It's these funky 60s loafer-y type of shoes. So cute. And look at that design on the top. I mean, so cool. I have only one purse. They're not as prevalent in the stores anymore, but I found this really cool gold one. Flap closure, and then the cool feature of it, it's long enough to be crossbody, which I was super excited about. And I love these little alligators biting the rings to hold the handle on. I thought that was so cool. I love it. So this was like $14.99, but I felt like it was worth it because it's so unique. Another Halloween find. It's these really cute leather 80s purple pants, and they're pleated. Super cute. They fit me perfectly. The brand is Bagatelle, I think. I love that it's kind of like this grape bluish purple almost. And they're just really soft, and they'll be really fun to wear. The next pair I was shocked to find. I've been wanting a pair of black denim jeans, but I just never find anything at the thrift store that is something I like. And I found these. Now right now I have pins in the bottom because I need to shorten them quite a bit. But it's these really awesome Guess button fly, super high waist, super wide legged denim, and they're so soft. The denim is super soft, which I love, and they fit in a way where you'll see in the try on, but they're baggy but fitted at the waist, and then it makes the pockets kind of pop out, which I think is super cute. I love them. So it has the Guess label on the back, and then it also has a little question mark right here on the front pocket. I've been looking for black jeans for a long time, and I couldn't believe I found some that were actually going to be comfortable and unique looking. And they're not faded. It doesn't look like they even got worn. And the last two items are sweaters. So the first one is this black sweater that also was in the Halloween section. I'm not sure why, but it's like a deep V black sweater. And then the fun thing about it is it has fringe on the sleeves, which I thought was cool because fringe is trending right now, and I don't really have anything with a lot of fringe on it. So I thought it was really cool to find this because it's just nice basic black, but it has a little bit of a flare because of the fringe on it. The brand is Belle and Bay. When I set my goal for what I wanted to have in my fall winter wardrobe, I kind of picked my own color palette. Not going by trends, but just what I felt. Started adding it to my Pinterest board, kind of what I was looking for. And I noticed that a reoccurring color was a deep emerald green, which is funny because it is trending now, but I had thought of this months ago. And then along with that, I wanted rich jewel tones like that, kind of pairing up with like dusty colors, if that makes sense, like dusty mauve and dusty pink with these deep jewel tones. That was my goal. So I was super excited when I went to the thrift store because I kept that in mind when I was there, and I found this really pretty green mock neck sweater, and it's that emerald green that I had in my mind. Super pretty, and it's this like chenille kind of velour knit, and it has like a pattern in the front. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like, it's almost perforated, so there's kind of holes throughout it, and it makes like a design, and it's super soft, so soft and so comfortable. It's not itchy at all. I love this sweater, so I was super excited to find this to start kind of kicking off my fall winter vibes that I was kind of wanting to find. So this was like kind of the kickoff of the whole winter vibes, and then I got that velvet green suit that's the same exact colors. I have also a long satin skirt that's this color, and I wore them together already, and then wore some like cream chunky boots. Oh my gosh, I loved it. It looked great. So I will be wearing this a lot. Anyway, that is everything. There were more things I thrifted, but these are my favorite things, and I just wanted to share them with you. I hope you enjoyed it. This should give you some ideas of what kinds of things you can find when you go thrifting. I have a running list that I keep in my phone, and every time I go to the thrift store, if I can't really remember, I get overwhelmed when I get in there. I just kind of pull up my list and I'm like, okay, these are the things I want to concentrate on finding. If you'd like to see some of the fun things that I've found more recently to put in the shop, or things I found to put in the house, let me know. And I can do a video like that too. Just comment below. If you like this, make sure you subscribe and hit like below, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.